thunderstorms come with the territory here in the Sooner State. You can hear the roar here in Oklahoma City. It's the Chicago Bulls facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Hart. And the Bulls start out with the ball. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So for Chicago right now, Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's Dunleavy in at the small forward position. Shots good by Gibson.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season. Signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Rose with the ball. Out to the wing. Here's the 3. Dunleavy's shot is off. Chicago on defense. Ibaka, no luck. Butler against Adams. Butler kicks to Dunleavy. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. And stolen by Butler. Outside Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Here's Roberson. Left side Westbrook. He feeds it to Adams. Good on the shot. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Outside Rose. Down low. And finished off by Gasol.
And surprisingly a firm throwdown. And that's a little bit out of character, Kevin.
It is, Greg. You're right. He's got plenty of size to attack the basket, but Clark rarely does.
Well, he certainly attacked it that time, Kevin. I mean, that's what they want to see more from him.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Rose kicks to Gasol. Outside Butler. And Andre Roberson is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Here's Gasol. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Pau Gasol was the number 3 pick back in 2001. He managed to average 18 and 9 his first season, was Rookie of the Year, became a perennial All-Star. There's no way his younger brother Mark, who was a second-round pick, could ever match up to that, right? Not so fast, people. Mark's pretty good, too.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Talking about Pau and brother Mark, both of them were excellent last season. The difference is that Pau has always been considered a great prospect, so detractors are much harder on him when they see cracks, I think, Greg, in his game.
Yeah, you know, for Marc Gasol, it can only exceed expectations because they started out so low. I'd simply say that if I had to pick between one or the other for best career, I'd do everything I could to pick both.
Good way to get out of it. Good answer. So it's Chicago now, following the score by Oklahoma City, and it's Butler missing. Durant attacking. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside Rose. He dishes it to Dunleavy. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Durant against Butler. Here's Adams. The kick out to Westbrook, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
He told me one of the more troubling tasks his team must do is to figure out how to slow down Russell Westbrook. He said that between his explosiveness and ability to change direction, they'll have to have all 5 guys keeping an eye on Westbrook whenever he's on the perimeter.
Thanks, Doris. Mirotic's shot is off. The Thunder have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Bulls always seem to be tough on the road, and last season no different. They would end with 23 road wins on the year.
And that number was good enough for the second most in the East. Unlike shooting, it's very hard for defenses to go cold, and that's why the Bulls have been so good on the road.
And the basket by Rose.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Noah the screen. Rose passes to Mirotic. Off target with his 3.
And, guys, touching back on the Bulls on the road, to illustrate how good they are on the road, last season marked the 5th straight year of a road record above 500. Incredible consistency as a franchise.
Here's Westbrook, and Mirotic sends it back. And they'll keep possession. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Waiters. Here's Cantor. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Kyle Singler, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Foy comes in for Russell Westbrook. Chicago also making some changes. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Dunleavy. E'Twaun Moore comes in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Brooks in for Rose.
Yeah, you know, here's another stat for the Bulls on the road. Since 2010, when Tom Thibodeau took over, the Bulls have won almost 60% of their road games. That's impressive.
Cantor dishes to Singler. Back to Cantor. To the paint. Here's Ibaka. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Both teams trading punches back and forth. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
The momentum swings really impossible to keep track of. The energy in the building just keeps going back and forth, ebbing and flowing. I'm loving it.
.32 seconds left to play here in the first. Stolen by Brooks. They push it up 4 on 3 from 11 feet away. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Cantor's shot is off.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Brooks outside. Back to Moore. Takes the 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Moore's got 5. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 8.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything.
Let's take them back.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18, that's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And, guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
Foyle is out there with Anthony Morrow. Then it's Kyle Singler. And then there's Steven Adams. And it's Durant in at the 4-man position. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow. But Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer. Was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. It's deflected. And oh, here we go. Foy's got it, the fast break chance. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
The Bulls leading by 3. Well, Greg, for Hoiberg, it's his first job as an NBA head coach. Now, we know he played. He's been a part of an NBA front office. Clarkie came from Iowa State, where he honed his coaching skills and was highly respected.
Yeah, very much respected, particularly as an offensive coach. And we know the Bulls are pretty solid defensively, and he'll be looking to ramp up that offensive approach for that team, and I think he will.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
And for Randy Foye, I thought it was a big bounce-back year for him last season. His points per game were the highest they've been in 5 years, and his field goal percentage was the highest it's been in 5 years as well.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He told Gasol that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. Talking about Randy Foye last year, one difference is that he started almost every game, 78 the most in his career. That may have given him, Greg, additional confidence. Who knows?
Well, where I was impressed, Kevin, with his improvement was as a facilitator and rebounder. He seemed to lose his mojo for a few years in there, but last season, I really feel like he got it back.
The Bulls making a switch here. Dunleavy's checked in.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that one.
And finished off by Westbrook. Mark, this tug-of-war game continues.
You know what? And they just keep flip-flopping the lead again and again and again.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Here's Rose. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 6 points for Rose.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's Roberson. It's a nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Pau Gasol.
And, guys, you talk about players who have that killer instinct. Russell Westbrook is right at the top of that list.
Mirotic gets the bucket.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. And you think, Greg, about Westbrook's killer instincts. You were alluding to that. It's very apparent at times. Players praise, and Clark, I think, fear him for just that characteristic alone.
Well, how about this, Kevin? Kobe Bryant said Westbrook has the same love for competition that he has. Whenever other guards are pulled, Westbrook is their worst matchup.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Waiters is checked in. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Butler attacking. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Waiters against Butler. And Waiters kicks to Durant. The pass to Adams. The 11-footer. That's good. Durant's got it all tied up now for the Thunder. Here's Butler. Mirotic the screen. Butler passes to Rose. To the middle. The kick outside to Butler. Durant with it. Now guarded by Mirotic. Shot left block. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Robertson. Roberson's got 4 assists now tonight. For Chicago, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Down low and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Thunder with some changes. Cantor comes in for Adams. And it's Ibaka in for Kevin Durant. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Chicago. Rose attacking. And he gets the bucket. Rose has got 8.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Westbrook kicks to Cantor. To the inside. Here's Ibaka, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Outside Butler. Noah the screen. Shot clock at 5. They get it again. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Ibaka, no luck.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
And it's Dion Waiters with the foul. That's his first foul. A different look for Oklahoma City. Kyle Singler, he's checked in for Robertson. And it's Foy in for Russell Westbrook. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Portis, he's checked in for Gibson. McDermott comes in for Dunleavy. Morris checked in for Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. That is good. And the Bulls lead by 5.
It makes up for a lack of speed with just tremendous effort and hustle on that play. And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a...
And we're through the first half of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. The second quarter was dead even in terms of their scoring output for both teams. and they still find themselves in a good position at the half. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Efficiency, efficiency, efficiency. The 3 E's, Shaq. That's all I got to say. They've avoided turning the basketball over, and that's a recipe for success. Now, here's how they do it. By sacrificing the highlight reel plays, you get good looks, and those home run plays will still come.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
One thing I really like is their pace, nice and quick. A lot of their buckets came in transition. When they saw opportunity, they took it. It's so important for a team to be able to dictate the pace of the game, and we saw them do exactly that. They should stick with that because it's working. Keep up that transition game.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far.
A nice quarter for Westbrook. He has 9 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today.
Tipping off the second half, here's Fred Hoiberg's 5. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Butler teams with Dunleavy on the perimeter, and it's Rose in at the point. Now Dunleavy. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, guys, Taj Gibson now has 6 full seasons in the NBA. Already 30 years old. Seems like just yesterday he was being drafted.
Chicago leading by 3. Butler on the wing. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 5th assist in this one. Getting back to Gibson, he was one of the oldest college freshmen in the country at age 21. Played 3 years at USC. Then he was one of the oldest players in the 2009 draft, even though he declared as a junior.
Yeah, I think the NBA is the only profession where it hurts you to have a lot of experience coming out, because that's one reason why he did drop. I mean, had he been a couple years younger, with his length and athleticism, he very well could have been a top 10 pick. But I tell you what, the Bulls are happy that he wasn't.
Butler dishes to Rose. Back to Butler from downtown. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Roberson the pass to Durant. To the wing on the left. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Here's Roberson. The Thunder with another miss.
They have yet to...